United States, where I'm going to live Mountain View. So I brought my parents to the United States. We stayed about a couple of weeks at Mountain View, Stone County area, went to Branches Spring, you know, all the natural beauty in Arkansas. My parents was impressed. It's just like Japan, all the trees, oak tree and pine tree, we just have the same thing. My family is a farmer, so it was good. So went back. Before going back, my parents said, let's go to Grand Canyon, Arizona. So, you know, the Japanese people, where did you go? We went to Arkansas. Arkansas where? Where? They don't know what Arkansas is. But, you know, Grand Canyon, that'd be good. So we went back to Los Angeles and take a trip to Grand Canyon. I had to buy all the tickets, arrange that. We'll get in this small airplane, I think 8 people, and I don't think it's a Flagstaff, it's going to the park, right at the Grand Canyon. I think just a day trip, so the tour there and come right back to the Los Angeles and spend the night and went back to Japan. So. But that airplane, 8, it's like the family van, you drive just like that, you know, and get in there and took off. It was good. It was good. Got to the Grand Canyon part. Oh my goodness, my parents, wow. I said, wow, Grand Canyon. And the pilot said, we're going to get closer. And my stomach doesn't get, oh, I got sick. And all the other passengers, my parents were just, wow, wow. And I was sick, I cannot watch. I cannot look at anything. I just look at the seat on the front and look at the river. Oh, please get it down to the ground. I was sweating, I couldn't get out. Oh, it was a bad situation. But I made it. I didn't throw up. You know, international airplane, they have a bag. I don't know Greyhounds. They have that. No, I survived that, but when they hit the ground, I was so glad. I'm glad that was over. I didn't see that in Grand Canyon. Just crossed picture. Yeah.
Go back.
Yes, I went when our kids, well, 96, 97, 10 years later, 15 years later, we went back. State Flagstaff. We drove.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. It was, Grand Canyon, just wonderful.
They still have the donkey rides down
To going down,
Yeah.
They do. I can see that little people going down there. I don't do that. No. Going down, one thing, come back up. I don't know about that. So let's go to the Matthew chapter 14. And Joe and Dole got stuck on a Greyhound bus, and I'm talking about I got stuck in the airplane, cannot get off. And this is a time where the disciples in the ship. In the ship, the same thing. When the storm comes and they start getting wave, the fishing boat start moving, going sideways and up and down so hard, you have to stay there to get to the next stopping place. So that is bad thing. But we're going to talk about that some other thing, but let's do that. Matthew chapter 14, verse 22 through 31. And immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go before him to the other side, while he sent multitude away. And when he had sent multitude away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. Now when evening came, he was alone there, but the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves of the wind was contrary. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost," and cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered him and said, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." So he said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, and he was afraid and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Let us pray. Dear Lord, we come to you this morning. There are so many prayers listed all the names, Lord. We lift those names up into you in your care. Now this morning, let us hear your word. Let us hear your message. What we need to hear. Summer is spent, and we are standing with you, Lord. Time of decision, time of step forward. So together in this Piney Grove Baptist Church, Lord, in your presence we ask in your guidance. In your presence we ask in your healing heart. Apply it to our lives. We thank you for the love you shed to redeem our infirmity. So today, let us hear this morning. We gather together, praising you, your mercy and grace. Apply unto our lives. So be with us as we worship, as the message comes. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, timeline, look this here. Immediately after this, what that is a great picnic, about 5,000 people. Well, 5,000 men and kids all together. much more than 5,000. But Jesus fed with small, 5 loaves and 2 fish. Left over, cannot believe. Okay, great meal. That's good. At the same time, what did he do? He went up on the mountain and prayed. This is, Jesus said, don't send away those people. They were hungry, they were in need. And when they fed after the meal, Jesus said, I'm no part of it. Let me go pray by myself. And disciple, you go on the ship, go get the other side. Now, Jesus is praying by himself. I don't know this picnic will start 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Evening time, big dinner time, right? The boat went in the sea, and the storm rise. They are tossed in torrents. We're talking about a small ship, just like my airplane, little bitty thing. Every move of the water, it just hit. Those cruise ship, it's 5,000 people in there. It's like a football, 3 football lawns or whatever. They just sit there when the waves go up. My daughter said they still feel some moving sometimes, but it just stationary. But 12 disciples, they're little fishing boat. They're tossed in torrents all over, all night long, in the darkness, in the storm. I figured they were soaking wet in the rain. Want to get out? It's like an airplane. You cannot jump off, right? Let's see. And my Bible said, the 4th hour, Jesus appeared, 4th watch. That is 3 o'clock in the morning, in the dark place. All of a sudden, is that Jesus? Somebody said, is that Jesus? No, that's a ghost. We're shipping all over the place. I'm sick and I'm seeing the ghost now. We are end of the world. And Jesus said, no, it is I. Be of good cheer. Now, I like Peter. Oh my goodness. Not today. Peter said, if it is you, command me to come. I put the New King James Version. NIV said, tell me to come. And the original, the King James, is bid me to come. It's good. It's kind of the same thing, but I like this, command me to come. Commander in church, right? If the Jesus said, come, then you step forward. On this time, I said you cannot get out the boat. You cannot get out the jet. You cannot. But the Peter did. Stepped out and what? Walked on the water? I wish I could do that. My granddaughter thinks she can. She is 20 months old and she just stepped into the water. I had to pick her up every time, but she just keep on doing that. I don't know about her. But Peter started walking on the water. It just, to me, that is a beautiful picture. Lord, if that's you, command me to come. It is your power to bring me to your place. And he's walking on the water. And all the preachers said, well, the Bible said when Peter started looking at the water, and what he's doing, got scared, then stopped thinking. I think that is true, but to me that is other side of the story. The true story is Peter forgot the connection. Peter forgot the command Jesus put into his life. When Jesus said, come, and you listen, put it into your heart, there's no other way but you come to Jesus. I don't care what the storm is rising up to 20 feet high, waves being all over the place. Jesus said, you come to me. There's no other way. Step forward, come. Oh, such a wonderful, wonderful experience. We cannot forget that. Because that is the main message of Jesus Christ. Come unto me. Isaiah chapter 55. Book of Isaiah chapter 55, it says, oh, everyone who thirsts, come to the water. And you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Yes, come buy wine and milk, without money, without price. Jesus said, come. If you're thirsty, you come. And the water, wine and milk, get everything you need. Buy it without price. I like that, don't you? I like that. Go to the restaurant and eat a big meal and try to pay the bill and said, no, your bill is took care by whatever. I'm still waiting on that. But and that's a great thing. Jesus called and to come. There's no price for that. Why do you spend money for what is not bread, and your wages for what does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me, and eat what is good, and let your soul delight itself in abundance. Incline your ear, and come to me. Here and your soul shall live, and I will make everlasting covenant with you, the sure mercy of David. See, come to Jesus, the presence. Your life is Jesus. That's what the come means. That means to buy everything from Jesus without the price. That's the message of Jesus Christ. Don't spend the money for the material things. Don't give it the money to the you cannot satisfy. Spend all things is abandoned. How abandoned is that? Jesus has everything. He's the one to create the universe. He has everything. And now, not only that, told in Matthew 11. Go back to the New Testament. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come to me, all you who labor and heavy laden. I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I'm gentle, lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. It's beautiful enough to sing in a song. Come unto me. Not only He gives everything He has, He erased your scars in your heart. Jesus knows you, all the things you went through. He is willing to carry your burden, all the baggage you have. Try to erase the things you cannot erase, but Jesus will erase the whole thing. He said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. And this morning, He is calling. This morning, He is calling the invitation. Come to my presence. Come to my place. So your burden is just melted away. Your scars, they'll just heal. Let's begin the new life. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. See, Jesus is keep on asking, come and come. But I have to mention one more thing. There is a time Jesus will come again. But when Jesus comes again, that is not for grace and mercy. When He comes again, that is for the judgment. When He comes again, that is for our reward, whatever we've done. But when He comes again, for the second time, when Jesus said, I don't know you, that'll be the sad, sad day. Let's open the last book of the Bible, Revelation chapter 22. Somebody say, end of the cover, back of the back. Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. And behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward with me to give everyone according to his work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, beginning and end, first and the last. I am coming very swift, very quickly. There's no prepared. Some preachers predict a date. they passed. Since I came to the United States, so many days the people try to say those days are past and gone. Or some people lost everything, bank account, the house, and all things, and they still wait. But He may come next breath we take, because He said, I come quickly. And He swear. That'll be my time of my life on the air. Shouting and singing all over the place. But Jesus said, blessed are those who do His commandment, and they were the right to the tree of life, will enter through the gates into the city. But outside are dogs and sorcerers and sexually immoral, murderers, adulterers, and whoever loves and practices a lie. Loves, practice some earthly things. Love, practice some the things not satisfied, the things, everything disappears.